It is now official. The Philadelphia Eagles have announced they are making a change at offensive coordinator. Kevin Patullo is no longer the OC of your Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the wording is important. According to Mike Garafolo, who was part of the reporting from Ian Rappaport and himself, they did not fire him entirely. They are making a change at offensive coordinator. So there's still the possibility Patullo stays on, maybe in his old role as pass game coordinator. But now the search will begin as to who the next OC will be for your Philadelphia Eagles.
How about you? You going to throw your hat in the ring? You come on, you're big-time college player, long snapper.
No, I couldn't handle guys like John Kincaid ripping me every day on the radio. I couldn't handle it.
That's pretty sad that he's the one that you would be worried about.
I'm only kidding. These guys have forgotten more than we'll ever know about football.
I know.
But
and I should mention that Kevin Patullo is very respected inside that building.
So we'll see what happens with Kevin Patullo. We'll see what happens with their search. But it is official, what a lot of fans wanted, and I do think is the right decision. Although I do not believe Patullo was the only problem with the team, I do think this is the right call.
Yeah, I think it is the right call. But keeping him in the building, is that the right call? I mean,
that's a that would be a tricky dynamic.
I mean, to me, I don't know if I would want to do it if I was Kevin Patullo.
Well, it also depends, I guess, on who you hire, in that they may want to bring in a different pass game coordinator. They may want to bring in some different staff. I would think the only member of the offensive staff that has to stay would be Jeff Stoutland, where it's like the organization says, right, you're keeping him or you're not coming back or you're not getting hired.
All right. And by the way, people, there's a lot of people out there that can't tell if he's fired or if he's just removed from his job. What does it matter?
They made a move at OC.
He won't be making the calls.
Yeah, he won't be calling plays, which will make a lot of fans happy.
And Bill, to your point, you never,
is that him on our
you never know, because when Kellen Moore came over, he brought over quarterbacks coach Doug Nussmeier.
But that was it.
Aaron Moorhead was still there. Jason Michael was still there. So it's not
Kevin Patullo was still there.
Kevin Patullo was still there, and Jeff Stoutland, and you kind of go down the list.
So if we find anything else out, we will let you know. But we hear you coming up this segment, part one, because there's been so many of you who want your voices heard. We're going to do We Hear You this segment, and we will do it again at its normal time at 5:25. So there's still time for you to get your voice memos in and your text messages. We want your reaction to the news that Kevin Patullo has been removed as OC. 610-632-0975. Before we do We Hear You, let's just update our Twitter poll, because it's about Mr. Kevin Patullo. Is the Twitter poll still up, Sil?
It is still up.
Twitter poll always up, thanks to Dr. Avi Donapel of Iron Mountain Men's Health. All right, let's get an update.
If the Eagles had a different offensive coordinator, would they have repeated as Super Bowl champions? Yes or no? It's still pretty close. 56% said yes, 44% said no.
I still can't believe 56% of people think that was the only problem with the team this year. That if you had a new OC, that this team would have repeated. I'm blown away by it. I shouldn't be, though, because if you scroll social media, that's what everybody was saying, or a lot of people were saying was the main issue. And maybe it was the main issue, but I also think you're ignoring the problems with the offensive line. You're ignoring some of the limitations from the execution of certain players. Yeah, I can't get there. But you know what? Maybe people will explain themselves during We Hear You coming